every time that I do the invocations and the wedding police department or any other event, I like to bring something, especially when those moments are so special as tonight. There's a lot of people that I admire, and I had to take time to look at them, at their life. One of them being Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Kiki Bonhoeffer, and so many others. There is a wonderful and a beautiful and very significant and meaningful quote from Nelson Mandela, who I know we all know about. And this is a quote from him that I would like to share for those that are going to be swearing in tonight. He said, those who conduct themselves with morality, integrity, and consistency, they will fear the forces of inhumanity and cruelty. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to helping others without expecting anything. Let us bow our heads and let us. Almighty and everlasting Creator, God of everything, from the beginning of the beginning, yes, it's true that you create us, but you gave us so many things to do. And one of the most beautiful ones was the task and the mission of Father of becoming servants. And becoming servants to serve those that in the path of life we will be getting with them, walking with them, living with them, sailing with them, working with them. Father, doing so many things in creation. Thank you for tonight, Father Almighty. Thank you for the ones who continually serve our city. I ask, oh Father, that you provide them with the strength, that you anoint them with the wisdom of yours, as they continue serving day by day, moment after moment, to the storms, the journeys, the valleys, the time of quietness, the time of silence, the time of turmoil, the times that are so difficult and painful, so troubled, the times of comfort, whichever is the time of Father. And you have promised to walk with us through whichever is the valley that sometimes we have to walk through. Be with them and let them know, Father, in the most intense conviction of life, that you are the one that will never let them to walk alone. Because, oh Father, in the valley that we all see ourselves, the most precious and the most glorious experience that we all can live and have is to know the certainty, the absolute certainty of your presence among us and with us, in whichever is the time of day that we all go through. Thank you for those who are going to be sworn today tonight. Thank you for being with them. Thank you for all those who are leading the city already, from the mayor, Mayor Moran, and all those who serve with him and work with him, our city council members, the Reading Police Department, the fire department, and all the departments, oh Father. My God, always be with them. Oh, and that everything that we do be for your glory, for your honor, and the blessing of every individual who is part of the life of Reading City, and those that will come to be part of the city of Reading. In your name we pray. Amen.
It's my honor as city clerk to announce the certification of the election results by the Berks County Board of Elections. Brianna Tyson was elected to the District 1 Council seat. Leslie Butler was elected to the District 4 Council seat. Reed was re-elected to the District 5 Council seat. And Jeffrey S. Walton Jr. was re-elected as Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the City Home Rule Charter. I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation, that I will faithfully discharge the duties of City Council with fidelity. So help me God.
Didn't really have anything prepared, but I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and especially my team for supporting me. Whether if you helped me go door to door, or you stood out at the polls passing out some literature, some pens, or if you just called me to give me advice, just letting me know how I should go about things. I truly appreciate it, and I ask that you keep helping me and keep giving me advice, because it truly takes a village, and I can't do this on my own. So, thank you again. Appreciate it.
It is now my pleasure to call up for City Council District 5, Donna Reed. Holding her Bible will be her husband, Tom Knopf, her son, Harry Knopf, and her grandson, Hunter Knopf. Daddy. Mental reservation, that I will faithfully discharge the duties of City Council with fidelity. So help me God. I just want to say thank you to everyone in District 5 for their confidence in returning me to this position again. So a lot to be done in the city of Brandon. I had prepared remarks, but I think we're a little more informal than that today. So, we've had a good working relationship with council and the administration over the last couple of years. I want to thank my best friend? He's shaking his head yes. Yeah, personal. He's the junior council member for District 5. But anyhow, thank you to everyone. Marcia. How could I forget Marcia? Marcia. Actually, I had you in a speech, Marcia. So there we go. So anyhow, I'll dispense with the speech. I just want to note that, yes, I've been here many years, and I hate to think of how young Wes was when I started on council. But, a long time ago, JFK talked about a new generation of Americans in 1961 born in this century. Well, this is a new generation of council people born in this century. So, Wes, couldn't be happier to work with you, and it's so great to have another member of the Butler family sitting at the table because I really enjoyed the years I sat with your mom. But, what I see here is a generational shift, really. It is, for me, a generational shift. Because when I first came on council, my dad was still with us, and I've been fortunate to have 4 wonderful in-laws. They were all still with us. This past week, we lost my mother-in-law, nearly 97 years old. She was fabulous. She paid attention to everything that was going on, was a good counselor, and was devoted to the civic process. So we miss that generation having gone before us, but we take lessons from them. And hopefully those are lessons of endurance and perseverance and trustworthiness that we can show as worthy of this generation, older generation now, so to speak. So, when I started in council, Marcia started in council, we were the younger people on council. Time shift, days shift. So I look forward to working with our new council people. Wes, I can't wait to work with you. You're here, I'm glad to witness your swearing in. Johanny, thanks for all your hard work on council over these last couple of years. And I would be remiss not to recognize your predecessor, John Slocum, who we hold in our hearts. He was fabulous. So District 6 was lucky to have John in and have you. I look forward to, I guess, Marcia and Jeff and I are the seasoned guard now, or the veterans. I don't know how you put it, but we've been sort of through the wars together. So hopefully there are no wars. There's no fighting. We work together to move the city forward. There's lots of positive things happening from College Town to the redevelopment of town. Lincoln Act 47. Marcia, thank you for your leadership with finances and Maria. Just many good things that I think are on the cusp of happening. And they'll happen because we work together. And we gain enthusiasm, unless you're going to be bringing as a new member of council, but we also bank and trust the institutional knowledge that we've received from our predecessors going before us. Michael Strad, everyone who's going before us. Chris. So, look forward to good days. When I started on council, my little Harry was 10 years old. He's 30 now. And I was just a mom with a young kid. Now I'm a grandma with a young grandson. So, time shift, generation shift, but we're bridged all to each other. And as we go into next year, which is going to be a banner year for the city, 275th anniversary, not only will we look to the stories of everyone, from people whose ancestors came here in the early 18th century to the last person who came across our border and the city of Reading, deciding this was the place to be, a place of promise. We're going to tell the story of the past, but look to the future. As we do that inclusively with everyone involved, it's going to be a great time, a great day with the leadership of Mayor Moran and City Council. Jeff, I haven't mentioned you yet. I would never forget Jeff Waldman, who we've been through our ups and downs, and he's tolerated Marcia and probably will continue to do so. So thank you, Jeff, for everything you've done. Linda and our council staff, we would have gotten through it. Thank you for the consistency with which you've served us and the friendship you've given us and the knowledge you've helped us with. So I went on too long, as my husband would say, he would be editing us down. So I thank you all for being here, and for those of you, I thank you for your condolences on the loss of Tom's mom and my mother-in-law in this last week. So with the spirit of that generation, we look forward to great days ahead and remembering what's good and even better days. Thank you. take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation,
without any mental reservation,
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of council president
the duties of council president
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right, I have just a few comments. And thank you, Olivia, Sophia, my daughter Ashley, and Skylar. It's a pleasure to be here, first of all. I want to thank Albright College, Reading High School String Quartet, Linda and City Council staff, the mayor and city staff, and of course the citizens of the city of Reading for providing me and all of us the opportunity to serve the city. And, at the end of the day, that's all we do. We're here to serve the city. We're temporary kind of stakeholders in this process, and it's a very important process because we're looking out for the people first. And behind that, you hear me say it often, I know, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a sewer system, there's a water system, there's parks, there's playgrounds, there's human relations, there's pension funds, there's bonds, there's annual budgets, there's capital budgets, there's Act 47. I mean, I'm just spouting things out. But it's a lot of stuff for the people at the end. We're here for the people. Having grown up in Reading, we probably moved 20 times. Oak Brook, Cedar Street, Elm Street, 12th Street, 6th Street, 5th Street, I could go on and on. So I know the streets and I know the budget. And my only purpose here in this capacity is to serve my hometown and everybody in it. I always tell people that whether you've been here for a week or you've been here for 99 years, you're a member of our family, and we're only as strong as our weakest citizen, right? So we have to look out for everyone. So I didn't really have that prepared, but I want to give a big thank you to Strat and Lucine for their service to the city. Michael and Chris, both of them have put a lot of good time in. I'm not related to Chris. I am a distant cousin of Mike. He doesn't know that yet. So, anyway, lots of good service from those guys on city council. And again, council's hard work, and it's not just fun. Some people used to think, it's a TV show. I used to run into people, I watch it every Monday night, and we get on the recliner, and I thought, well, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff. And the mayor's got, the day-to-day, and, they're full-time, and we're part-time, and it's a lot to carry sometimes. The last 2 years, my health has been, wavering at best, and, to deal with all this stuff, it's a lot. But it's important, again, because it's for the people. So I want to welcome Bree and Wesley. When I found out Wesley was running and Bree was running, I got excited, because this is the beginning of my 23rd year, which is way too early, right? I mean, come on, that's not healthy, right? It's been all in good efforts, but it's time for the younger generation to take over and to guide this city through this next century, especially this early part where there's a lot of changes going on, not only in Reading, but Berks County, and the world. And we need the younger people to take over. We have Johanny and Melissa who are newer, younger than, say, some of us. And now we have even younger, so that's, I'm excited. I want to be sitting on my porch in a few years knowing that, the city's in good hands. And good hands with people that call this home. This is home. This isn't someplace. You can live somewhere or you can be home. There's a big difference, and I think most of us know that. So I know that they have the right vested interest in our community. And it's good to know that because, the biggest requirement of city council is ethics. You gotta have, you gotta be doing what's right for the people first and all is a new era. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to continue to work closely with our mayor. I'm trying to take a little bit of Eddie's time here, but he'll cover it. But we have a good working relationship, and that's important because if you don't have that, you don't really have anything. Then you have this, and even the little things turn into that. One of the things I've tried to do as council president is not influence everybody on where they should vote or how they should vote. That's the value of everybody having their own independent voice. But try to keep the little fires little, or get rid of them right away, so we don't have big infernos. That makes things very challenging. Having worked with 4 or 5 mayors in the last 22 years, I understand how that can be. So I just want to, on a final note, just say that ideas are easy, but results are earned, and it takes execution to get things done. I've often sat in a room with people, and everybody's got an idea. That spurs on another idea. We got 50 ideas, and then no results, because we spend a lot of time on ideas and not executing to get to end results. And they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be what I envision, or what Eddie envisions, or Wes, or anybody else, but they have to get somewhere. And the goal is to keep working together to drive towards not perfection, but a better way of life. We're never going to be perfect. I always tell people we're already all great and we're already all average. We don't have to be important or right. Some people, a friend asked me years ago, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And I said, I want to be both. And, that always stood out. You can't always be right. Sometimes it's okay to be wrong. I hope that, even in our imperfections, that we do one thing, and that is look out for the people. Having grown up very poor, I lived in situations where you had almost nothing. And it was the little things that people did that made the difference. Whether they shared their food that evening or allowed us to sleep in their living room so we had heat. That made the difference. And it's the little things that make the difference. So when you look out for people, you're doing God's work and you're looking out for each other. That's all we can do. That's really our only role in this, is to make sure we're doing the best we can. And as a council president, it's my honor just to play that role of trying to play peacemaker. I'm just one more vote. I don't have any more power than anybody else. I don't want any more power. I want to, whatever I can give to the newer people, I'll try to give. If they want any, that's great. If they don't, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to continue to drive towards some kind of results that we can say we're in a better place. So thank you for this opportunity, and congratulations to everybody else this evening.
Good evening, everyone. How can you follow that? Some really heartfelt words there. I was really touched. The only thing I was a little upset with Donna when she pointed out Johanny and Ventura being the young people. I thought she was going to say also the young mayor. She didn't go there. But in all sincerity, congratulations to everyone that was sworn in today. I want to thank everyone for allowing me to say a few words during this very special swearing ceremony. I also want to acknowledge that I have started to embrace reality and wear reading glasses, and I left them. So I'm going to try to get through these few words that I wrote. Let me start by congratulating Council President Jeff Wallman and Councilwoman Donna Reed on their re-election in 2021. We are honored to have you back serving our community. We look forward to working more closely with you as we continue working and making Reading a great place to live, work, play, raise a family, and learn. Tonight is also a very special day as Wesley Butler, who will be formally joining the Reading City Council. Councilor Butler will become the youngest member in the city's history at 20 years old. He will bring a breath of fresh air to council, filled with optimism, vitality, and serve as a role model for young people wishing to get involved in the election process. For that, we thank you.
Public service is a calling. It's something that you carry with you all the time. And even though you have many thinking that it's a part-time position, we all know that your council members work 24 hours a day. To paraphrase what Thomas Jefferson said, when someone assumes a public trust, that individual should consider himself or her as public property. Being a public servant also challenges you to become creative and to be a problem solver. Use your position to forge positive working relationships, not just with our administration, but with the community as a whole. Be engaged, be proactive, and be realistic. To Wesley especially, you will be tempted to tackle multiple things at once. God knows I tried doing that my first year. But, before you do that, carefully research the topic, talk to your council members, and use every administrator possible to make the right decisions and engage with you. Reading is a city on the rise. This is a great time for new members to become elected officials, and those that are serving continue to. With so many opportunities afforded to us through the use of the American Rescue Plan dollars, along with the partnerships with key stakeholders, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make long-lasting changes in Reading. We are blessed to have a great working relationship with county government, business leaders, along with the fine colleges and universities. I invite every member of council to meet with our administration on a regular basis to be kept well informed and up to the minute on policy. I often say that we are each other's neighbors, and that cannot be more true for members of City Council. I have, and I'm looking forward to a great relationship, as I always have with the members that are currently there and the new ones. Again, congratulations to you for your swearing in tonight. A special welcome to our newest member of the City Council. Please know that you will always have an open door in my office. Thank you all. God bless you. And Happy New Year.